Thank you very much that we managed to get this opportunity. Before I could say anything, I'm very, very fortunate to have a partner who are the family at my school. Then for that reason, I need to put somebody on spotlight. And I suppose we are the last people to speak here. I would ask Mr. Sosebenza to come stand next to us, please. I didn't consult the wife, which is my partner, but I realized that she's not my partner alone, she's my partner with her family. Now, I won't take long. I know we're the last people to stand here. I just have to give you a short background about myself in the school. Tanunu principal, I remember you, Tanunu school. I can attest to everything that he has just said. Coming to a school, being a principal since 2006, where your two deputies apply for the same position, then you can imagine now what kind of reception you'll get. And the same two deputy principals, they have their own grouping already within the school. Because both of them, one has his own group, another has his own group. They're all going for the same post of being a principal. For some reason, the community of that school, the union, the governing body decided that a principal shall not come out of them. Therefore, they need a principal from outside. Fortunately enough, I was already a principal at Delft Primary School, then since 2004, and then I got appointed in this school 2006. I need to say, before charity came into my life, or before Partners for Possibility came into my life, I was just saying, if God, this is a cross you want me to carry, it's too much for me. I'm not going to divulge what do I mean, but because at my school, the SMT, you might have heard what is happening at our school. The management team, if they're not together, therefore, you cannot expect any deliverance in terms of curriculum. But for some reason, because God is always there, when I arrived at school, the Litnam results were 0.7. That's only maths, and literacy was 0.4. But don't ask me what did I do. I do not know. Because second managers used to ask me, what did you do? Go back to what you did when you come in. For some reason, we managed to raise those results. Up to 27%, up to 60%. When Ms. Zil was an MEC for education, she called me, she gave us 100,000 for reward of the results. But for some reason, I do not know. Today, we're back to 38. Now it's because of the infights in between. It has never settled. Even if I cannot tell you how did I manage to drive those teachers to improve those results. But there she comes. Remember, when every time I come with somebody who's foreign, not foreign by color, whoever comes into school, if it comes with me, with any good ideas, my SMT are immediately suspicious. That I wonder what is he intending now? What is this person come up with? But for some good reason, I'm proud to say it wasn't easy, because I grew up with my mother, and now when there's a lady next to me, I always dash, and I call her my sweetheart, my dear. You see, forgetting that she's my partner, and then she's supposed to go with me. And then I said, hey, do you tell Mr. Sosebenza that there's someone who calls you my dear? and then she said to me, before I invite you to my home, we must try and stop calling me sweetheart and my dear. But for the first meeting with her at my school management team, you guys have been attending workshop with you know about me. I used to cry when I talk about my experience at my school, but I'm no longer crying now, because she's always next to me. But because I want to talk, and then I got finished and start. The first thing I took out from waterfront workshop we have, where I have to go and reconstruct with my deputy principal. That was the first move. You know, having two deputies and you can't talk with them, you can't even instruct them what to do, you cannot expect nothing from them. You don't know what is happening. But from that workshop, I came out very strong. And I sit down with him, I told him what I'm expecting of him. It wasn't difficult. But today, I'm proud to say, even if things are still not right, I'm proud to say that we then decided that guys, we need to change our school into a model school. As a model school within Khayelitsha. We're coming from Khayelitsha. As I've said, the Nunu principal, all the social conditions, experiences that he has from Tanunu, that's what I'm experiencing. But Sharit Volkswagen, she didn't hesitate. And her husband. Why I wanted to quote the husband? Because of the difficulties of teaching our children, especially the grade 4. I invited parents of the community to come and assist so that teaching can take place at my school. Because teaching was very difficult. Then after I've invited the community, you remember our community would come for 2, 3 weeks or 3 days, and then they would expect a stipend. And I didn't have a stipend. I can only offer them food, sharing the food that is supposed to be eaten by children. But I would share with them. Then the big man came in. Charity told her husband about that these parents, now they are no longer continuing coming to school because Mr. Soy is not offering anything. It was the end of the year, sometimes last year. They came in. If those parents were 49, if not 72, I don't remember the number, they managed to give them, each parent had clothing, had money, had coupons from Spar, had dozens of eggs. I don't know how much, was it plus 700 rand per parent who they took home for Christmas. And it was a big thing because they did that on their own and teachers wanted to know what is happening. Also, they are supporting another group in our township. There's a group called it's a coffee shop. Those guys, they bring coffee to my parents, they bring muffins. It was a nice thing. Therefore, I'm saying because of charity, there is a positive movement, but it's still difficult because I had charity for a short period because she wasn't really healthy, but it's good to see her today that she's a healthy mother with a beautiful girl. Mr. Volkswagen, Chief, thank you for your time. Thank you that you managed to sacrifice your wife for our school. Our community, there is a difference. And I thank you, Chief. I think I'll come and visit you. Today I'm accompanied with a young secretary whom the same experience, the other principal that was here, when you asked your old secretary that you have, said, I don't do this, I don't clean somebody's cupboard, I don't take off this. I said, hey, Jesus. And they are all older than me. My deputies, they are older than me. I was like a son to them. But I just tell them, I'm your principal under any circumstances, you have to follow me. But Charity, you know, I could talk and talk and talk, ma'am. Thank you very much. Just say anything.
Thank you, Mr. Siyeye. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you as well from my side. Like I said, I missed a good 4 months of our partnership due to maternity leave. But we've got our plan in written down, and I suppose we were also, like many of the other partnerships, had a big and bold plan and then realized it's a lot more difficult, the realities of it, so we've broken it down into smaller steps. And I think one of the biggest things that we did achieve during the year was the literacy program for the grade R's that we did install, called Reading Eggs, which is a computer-based literacy program, and Sosebenza Primary has a brand new computer lab with 25 computers, and for many of those children it's the first time that they're actually using computers. So for them to learn computer skills as well as literacy is a big step forward, and that will be rolled out to the grade 1s and the grade 2s, because Sosebenza also has the Shine Centre working there in the grade 4 and 3 space. So if we can make it a school focused around literacy, that would be one of our goals, definitely ticked for the year, or for the years going forward. And yes, another thing, many of you spoke about playgrounds and painting them and that type of thing. thing that bothered me from the first day that I walked into Sosebenza is there's no playground for any of the kids. It's just hard gravel. There's not even grass. So we hope to get funding in the next year or two to build a grade R playground, because the teachers also, foundation phase teachers stress the importance of play in that early space, grade R. So hopefully we can get a playground done with nice grass and a jungle gym. And yes, we look forward to continuing this relationship. And I'm very glad Simkita, your secretary, is here as well, because I'm sure she's been wondering, who is this person and what is she coming here for, asking for meetings all the time and then requesting this and that. So now, Simkita, you can see Partners for Possibility is for real. And thank you for all your help in setting up, coordinating everything. And yes, thank you to Nikki as well.